Ever wondered why some people effortlessly juggle multiple income streams while others struggle with just one? The secret isn't some magic formula, it's self-control. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-diving into a topic that might just be the missing piece in your financial puzzle, self-control. I know, it sounds more like a lecture from your parents than a secret to wealth, but stick with me. We all dream of having multiple streams of income, right? The freedom, the security, it's the ultimate goal for many of us. But how many of us actually get there? We start a side hustle, get excited for 2 weeks, and then life happens. We get tired, distracted, and that brilliant idea slowly fades into the background. What if I told you the real barrier is in a lack of good ideas or a lack of time, but a lack of self-control? Let's break it down. Building any new source of income requires you to do things you don't always feel like doing. It's about showing up after your 9 to 5, when all you want to do is crash on the couch and binge watch your favorite show. It's about choosing to spend your weekend learning a new skill instead of going out with friends. This is where self-control comes in. It's the engine that drives consistency. Think of it like this. Motivation is the spark that starts the car, but self-control is the fuel that keeps it running on a long road trip, especially when the initial excitement wears off. Without it, you're just stuck in the driveway. So, how does this translate into real money? Let's look at the first key area, delayed gratification. This is the cornerstone of all financial success. When you get a paycheck from your main job, what's your first instinct? For many, it's to spend it. A new gadget, a fancy dinner, a weekend getaway. And while there's nothing wrong with enjoying your money, building new income streams requires capital. This capital doesn't just appear out of thin air. It comes from the money you choose not to spend today. Self-control is what allows you to look at that shiny new phone and say, not right now. This $100 is going into my investment for the freelance business I'm starting. Every time you delay that immediate reward, you're planting a seed for a future financial tree. You're consciously choosing a bigger, better future over a fleeting moment of present pleasure. This isn't just about saving money. It's about investing your most valuable resource, your time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. The people who successfully build multiple income streams aren't magicians who create extra hours. They are masters of self-control who guard their time fiercely. They say no to things that don't align with their long-term goals. They resist the temptation of endless social media scrolling. They have the discipline to turn off the TV and dedicate 1 or 2 hours every single evening to their project. Think about it. 2 focused hours a day is 14 hours a week. That's almost 2 full workdays dedicated to your future self. That kind of consistent effort, powered by self-control, is what turns a small side project into a significant income stream. Without that discipline, those hours just evaporate into unproductive, forgettable activities. Now, let's talk about the emotional side of things. Building something new is hard. You will face setbacks. You'll have moments of doubt. A client might reject your proposal. An ad campaign might flop. Your first YouTube video might only get 10 views. This is where most people quit. Their emotions get the best of them. They feel discouraged, frustrated, and they throw in the towel. Self-control isn't just about managing your actions. It's also about managing your emotions. It's the ability to feel that disappointment, but not let it derail you. It's the inner voice that says, okay, that didn't work. What did I learn? How can I do it better next time? This emotional regulation is crucial. It gives you the resilience to push through the inevitable failures and come out stronger and smarter on the other side. Every successful entrepreneur has a graveyard of failed ideas, but their self-control kept them in the game long enough to find the one that worked. So how do we actually build this superpower of self-control? It's not something you're born with. It's a muscle that you strengthen over time with practice. Start small. The goal isn't to become a monk overnight. Pick one tiny habit. For example, commit to spending just 15 minutes every morning working on your side hustle before you check your phone. Just 15 minutes. It sounds easy, and that's the point. When you successfully do it for a week, you've built a small win. This creates momentum. Then, you can increase it to 20 minutes, then 30. Another small habit could be automating your savings. Set up an automatic transfer of a small amount of money from your checking to your investment account the day you get paid. You're using a system to bypass the need for willpower. You're essentially making the good decision for your future self ahead of time. Another powerful technique is to manage your environment. If you want to stop wasting money on takeout, Don't keep delivery apps on your phone's home screen. If you want to focus on your work, use an app to block distracting websites for a few hours. You're making it harder to give in to temptation and easier to stay on track. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of intelligence. You're acknowledging your human tendencies and building a system to support your goals. Create a dedicated workspace for your side hustle, even if it's just a small corner of a room. When you're in that space, your brain knows it's time to work. These environmental cues are incredibly powerful in training your self-control. Let's put it all together. Imagine you want to start a freelance writing business. Your self-control kicks in. First, you delay gratification. Instead of buying new video games, you invest that money in a professional writing course. Second, you manage your time. You commit to writing for 1 hour every evening after work, even when you're tired. You say no to a few social events to protect that time. Third, you manage your emotions. When you get your first rejection from a potential client, you don't quit. You analyze the feedback, improve your pitch, and send it out to 5 more potential clients. This cycle of saving, focused work, and resilience, all fueled by self-control, is what transforms that initial idea into a steady stream of income. Then, once that stream is stable, you can apply the same principles to start another one, perhaps an e-commerce store or an investment portfolio. Your capacity for building wealth grows in direct proportion to your self-control. The beautiful thing is that self-control in one area of your life spills over into others. As you become more disciplined with your finances and your time, you'll likely find yourself making healthier food choices, exercising more consistently, and having better relationships. It's a keystone habit that elevates everything. Building multiple streams of income isn't just about financial strategy. It's about personal development. It's about becoming the person who is capable of achieving those ambitious goals. And the foundation of that person is unwavering self-control. It's the quiet, unseen force behind every success story. So start today. Pick that one small habit. Build that muscle one day at a time. Your future self, enjoying the freedom of multiple income streams, will thank you for it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this gave you a new perspective on what it really takes to build wealth. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content just like this. Let me know in the comments what small step you're going to take to build your self-control. See you in the next video.